Mile High Pancake, pork pastrami hash, candied bacon, and beer can breakfast burgers. From the DoubleTree by Hilton Golf Resort in Palm Springs, California, I'm Stephen Raichlen, and this is Project Smoke.
Let's go.
How are we doing this morning?
All right.
I'm an early riser, and few things give me more pleasure than watching the sunrise, cup of coffee in hand, firing up my grill or smoker to make breakfast. That's the inspiration of today's show, Rise and Smoke. It's all about breakfast you can cook on the smoker.
And action.
Wake up and smell the coffee? I'd rather smell the wood smoke. We have a cool show for you today, folks. Breakfast hot off the smoker. First up, Mile High Pancake. One of my favorite grilled breakfasts is a Mile High Pancake. It's a cousin of the popover or the Yorkshire pudding. You make a batter, place it in a cast iron skillet. It's a great dish to make on a gas grill, and to give it a smoke flavor, put wood chips in the grill smoker box or on a grill top smoker box. Goes together in about 5 minutes. If you blink, you'll miss it. Start with 1/2 cup flour in a mixing bowl. Add 1/2 cup milk, a 1/2 teaspoon sea salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon sugar. Now whisk these ingredients together to incorporate the flour into the milk. Next, whisk in 2 eggs. And continue whisking until well blended. Next, add 2 tablespoons butter to a cast iron skillet and take it to the grill. I've set up this grill for indirect grilling. That means the outside burners are on medium-high, the inside burners are off. Place the skillet in the center of the grill, close the grill, just wait till the butter is melted and sizzling. Minute or 2. So once your butter is melted, pour it into the batter. Then whisk the melted butter into the batter and return it to the pan. Then place the pancake on the grill over the unlit burners. Remember, you have the lit burners on the edges, so this is indirect grilling. And close the lid. Now here's the Project Smoke twist. This grill has a dedicated smoker box. It's a metal box that I'm going to fill with soaked hardwood chips. Okay? Place the lid on the smoker box and insert the smoker box in the slot. Then turn the burner on high. So what if your grill doesn't have a dedicated smoker box? Well, there are many options to choose from. This is an undergrate pellet smoker, and you feed it with hardwood pellets, just like the pellet smokers on Project Smoke. And this chute actually goes right through your grill grate, so you can refuel without having to remove the grate. And this is a smoking tube. You fill it with hardwood pellets, like the ones we use in our pellet smokers, and it expands or contracts to give you more or less smoke. You light one end with a blowtorch, it will fill your grill with smoke. This is a smoking platform, and it has a grate at the bottom that you can open and close to adjust the airflow. These reservoirs where you can put water so that you have a moist smoking environment. The platform goes up top, your food goes here, so it's directly under the wood smoke. And finally, the low-tech version, the smoking pouch. Start with a double thick layer of aluminum foil. Fill it with wood chips in the center. Then fold over the top and the bottom and pleat the seam to create a hermetic seal. Now fold in one end, then the other end, and pierce the top with a sharp implement, like a carving fork. Lift the grate, place the smoking pouch under the grate directly over one of the burners. Run on high until you see smoke, then you can adjust the grill to the temperature you need. So these are some options for smoking on a gas grill. Been 20 minutes, let's check on that mile-high pancake. And here's your mile-high pancake. It looks amazing. And I just like to dust the top with confectioner's sugar. Check it out. How's that for a mile-high pancake? Cut a slice. Great. I just like to eat it with my fingers. It's crisp, it's rich, kind of a cross between an omelet and a popover. And it's got that gentle scent of wood smoke. Great breakfast. We make it once a week. You know, I love to eat, like many of us in this business do, but I love to taste even more. I love to experience flavors and how they go together and how they work in your mouth.
And action.
Then arrange the shrimp.
I love the creativity that goes behind food. And I grew up in a household that was not a food household.
You might want to finish those ribs up on the...
When I was a kid, you know, 8, 10 years old, I would wait for my folks to leave the house on Saturday mornings, and then I would cook. And scrambled eggs became my palette that I would paint with. And I put everything you could imagine in the spice rack of the refrigerator into the scrambled eggs.
Okay, you got it, man. Traditionally, hash was a great way to use up leftovers. You'd chop the meat and vegetables and brown them in a skillet. Hash comes from the French word hacher, meaning to chop. Well, when your leftover meat is home-cured pork pastrami, you better believe that hash is going to be out of this world. Melt butter in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Add shallots, celery, chopped poblano chili, red pepper. Cook until lightly browned, 4 minutes. Add diced cooked potatoes. And diced, home-cured, home-smoked pork pastrami. Cook until browned, another 2 to 4 minutes. Next, add lemon zest. Stir in Worcestershire sauce and hot sauce. Add chopped fresh herbs, salt and pepper to taste. The hash should be highly seasoned. The last step is to fry the eggs to go on top of the hash. I like to use the Spanish method. Heat about 1/4 inch of extra virgin olive oil in a small pan. Crack the egg into the oil. Spoon hot oil on top of the egg. Fry until the white is set and the yolk is still runny in the center. Transfer the egg to the hash. Smoked pork pastrami hash. Breakfast has never tasted better.
Only bacon, good bacon. Soon to be candied bacon.
Breakfast just isn't complete without bacon. Last year, I showed you how to cure and smoke your own bacon from scratch. This year, I give you candied bacon. For most of us, bacon is the ultimate breakfast meat. I wanted to take it 2 steps further. Candy the bacon with maple syrup and brown sugar and cook it not in a skillet, but on the grill. It starts with thick sliced slab bacon. I've cut this into 1/4 inch slices. Look how meaty this bacon is. You'll also need maple syrup and brown sugar. You might think that cooking bacon on a grill is a path to a fiery disaster. That's where these raised rail grates come in. They help minimize flare-ups. And you use this fork-shaped implement for cleaning the grates. So I've set up a kettle grill for direct grilling. That is natural lump charcoal on the bottom, and then I arrange the raised rail grates on top. Simply lay the bacon strips on the grates. No need to oil the grates, there's plenty of fat in the bacon. You want to sear the bacon first in this direction, and then after you have nice grill marks on the bottom, you'll give each slice a 1/4 turn. When the bacon is smartly seared on the bottom, turn it over. Nice crosshatch of grill marks, huh? Now brush the top of each slice of seared bacon with genuine maple syrup. Then grab brown sugar and sprinkle each slice of bacon with brown sugar. Then turn the bacon slices over to caramelize the sugar. Now brush the other side of the bacon with maple syrup. and sprinkle with more brown sugar. Now turn the bacon slices over again. Look how the brown sugar and maple syrup cook to a candy crust. And once the brown sugar and maple syrup have caramelized, simply transfer your bacon to a serving platter. Okay. So here's your candied bacon. High drama, minimal flare-ups. Let's take a taste. This is amazing. Smoky, salty bacon, and then you have that sweet candy, maple syrup, and brown sugar. Sweet and salty, it's like dessert and breakfast rolled into one. Candied bacon on Project Smoke. Breakfast just got better. You've heard of beer can chicken. Well, how about the beer can burger? The concept rocked the blogosphere, and it inspired us to come up with a beer can breakfast sandwich. Think of it as the slow smoke take on fast food. Why the beer can? Well, if you mold the sausage meat around the bottom of a beer can, it gives you a bowl-shaped sausage patty, the perfect size for an English muffin. Step number 1, brush a sheet of aluminum foil with vegetable oil. And while you're at it, brush a beer can with oil as well. Brush the bottom really thoroughly. Step number 2, I have here pork breakfast sausage. You want to take about a ½ pound of the sausage. And by the way, it helps to wet your hand first in cold water. And then form the sausage into patties. Now press the oiled beer can into the sausage mixture and form around the beer can to make a sausage cup. Gently withdraw the beer can. Just make it a little bit more even here. Finally, take 2 strips of bacon and wrap bacon around the sausage in one direction, then around the sausage in the next direction, and pin it in place with a toothpick. Now refrigerate these beer can burgers for 1 hour to firm up the sausage meat. You don't use a frying pan or a flat top to cook this sausage. You do it in a smoker. This may be the only breakfast sausage out there that comes with a smoke ring. To smoke the breakfast burgers, I'm using an upright barrel cooker. I filled the charcoal basket with 3/4 of the charcoal, and I lit the remaining charcoal in a chimney, which I'll pour on top of the unlit charcoal. So I'll put the grill grate in. And then you want to add a couple of wood chunks to generate wood smoke. I'm using hickory. Now let me go get those breakfast burgers. Okay, so place the beer can burgers on the grate. Then you want to place the crossbars in the cooker. Even though you're not hanging anything from them, they partially block the holes to regulate the airflow. And finally, place the lid on the cooker. Now you'll cook the beer can breakfast burgers for 30 minutes. Then I'll show you how to finish them. So here I have 4 eggs that I cracked into individual bowls, grated sharp cheddar cheese, and finely chopped scallions. I'm going to gently drop an egg into the depression in each beer can breakfast burger. Then I'm going to sprinkle each burger with grated sharp cheddar cheese. And finally, sprinkle each burger with chopped scallion. And once the breakfast burgers are filled, reinsert the metal crossbars. Then close the cooker and continue cooking the burgers until the eggs are set, about 15 more minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to butter and grill the most incredible English muffins you'll ever see. They're baked right here in California. Here are your beer can breakfast burgers. You can see the egg is just set, and grilled English muffins. So I'll place a muffin down, and then a beer can breakfast burger on top. Remember to take out those toothpicks and cover the burger. Then we'll do a third one. And again, take out those toothpicks. And finally, one for me. So the bread, the burger, sans toothpick, and the English muffin. I'm just going to cut this in half so you can see the cross section. Wow. Just look at that. You've got the breakfast sausage, you can even see a smoke ring, the egg, the cheddar cheese, the scallion, the bacon on the edges. This is crazy delicious. The bacon, the sausage, the egg, that sharp cheddar cheese, the amazing English muffin. A little excessive to be sure, but that's what I call a breakfast of champions. I hope you've enjoyed our show, Rise and Smoke. Mile High Pancake, pork pastrami hash, candied bacon, and beer can breakfast burgers. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm Stephen Raichlen, and this is Project Smoke. That wasn't so great. Can I switch this now because you haven't seen this, right? You're fine.
Is there somebody wait a minute.
This is Haley, who's the new jib operator on the show.
I'm replacing John. Although John the Jib just sounds so much better than Candied the Jib.
That's true. I changed my name so that,
Oh, did you?
so that I could be Johnny Jib.